Boom. Live from pretty damn close to Nerd Bacon HQ in Des Moines, Iowa. This is the Level Up Lariat podcast for November 1st, 2017. I am Jeff.
I'm Justin.
Thank you. From Bacon.com. And you'll see that we are down a person. Dave just got back from vacation last night around 11 o'clock or so he is tired. He is taking a powder, as they say in the business. And he's probably just lying. He's probably just want to play Mario.
That's okay.
I'll
give him a pass on this one.
He has every right to want to play Mario. So we are streaming, and we'll talk Mario a lot on this show. We won't spoil anything for you guys. Also, before we get started, I'll rub it in. Dave, if you're watching, we did this in the first try. We had no problems getting the show up and running.
No problem.
So just to rub it in a little bit more.
No technical problems, Dave. We got this.
We just jinxed ourselves.
Yes, we did.
we are streaming live at twitch.tv/nerdbacon, and archive will be up at youtube.com/nerdbacon. And if you're in the chat, you can you can chat with us live, and of course, end of the show we will have the end of show Q&A, about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll run down some questions and answers from the chat.
Yeah, that's right.
We did not go yesterday because Dave was on vacation and Justin was on Halloween candy duty.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure that got things passed out and took care of the kids in the neighborhood if need be.
How'd that go for you? Did you get a good group of kids coming up and giving you jokes?
Not too bad. Not as not as many as I thought it would be, but it wasn't too bad. So just got to hand out a little bit of candy, and then I won't get to eat the rest. So
there you go.
Just gotta let the pregnant wife eat the rest.
What's your candy of choice?
Ooh, probably. I'm a big Reese's fan.
There you go. Yeah. Reese's. Yeah. I mean Snickers. I always love Snickers.
Yeah, Snickers is good. I just have to have something that's just more than chocolate or nougat. So a little peanut butter or caramel isn't pretty bad. Too bad. I like Twix. Twix is good.
And if you put a bag of gummy bears or gummy worms next to me, it'll be gone in 5 seconds. Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
especially sour ones. Like if they're sour ones, it's in my face. Doc Croc says Kit Kats. Not a bad choice.
Doc Croc says, doing your part. Yes, I was doing my part to fatten up the kids in the neighborhood, of course. And then Kit Kats. Kit Kats are actually pretty good. They're just kind of bland if you I always like the crunch, so that's a little different than if I've just had some soft chocolate. But
well, you know how there's so many flavors of Oreos here in America. There's so many flavors of Kit Kats in Japan.
I know.
I want to try some of that green tea Kit Kats and try that from Japan, but I don't know. Let's talk about stuff. So we talk about
let's do
a lot of video games, and we'll get to a lot because a lot of stuff happened this week.
It's a lot.
A lot of news
good thing
broke.
That we kind of took a day.
Yeah. We process all this stuff. But we start in the world of the Squared Circle from WWE News out of Stamford.
Ding, ding, ding.
Over the past weekend, some sad news, really, because people lost their jobs.
No good.
I knew. Was there more than the 3 that I named earlier? But basically, Darren Young, Summer Rae, and Emma all were part of recent cuts, all recent releases, and it sounds like they did not see this coming. Obviously, Emma was the biggest name out of the 3 of these, but I mean, I liked all 3 of these people. They all did some really good work.
Yeah, all 3 of them were kind of bigger names than we had seen released in the past. I think the one name that wasn't a surprise was Summer Rae. She hasn't been around for a while, and we kind of knew that something was coming. She's been kind of doing her own thing, doing some modeling and God knows what else. So she's obviously been getting paid to do nothing at this point. So
she'll land her feet, no problem. The problem was, I mean, she can actually wrestle. Which is when she came up from NXT, they slapped her with Fandango and didn't let her do anything.
She's very athletic coming from the Lingerie Football League. Like, she's very athletic. She's obviously going to probably land somewhere like Impact or something like that if she wants to continue doing the wrestling thing. I don't know what her goals are.
I'm assuming Ring of Honor gave her a phone call recently. I'm sure they've been in touch with all 3 of these people. So.
Yeah, I could see that. Summer Rae she wasn't a bad manager or valet. And they didn't really book her very well either.
No,
So,
no.
but when you see her released, and I wasn't as shocked as I was with the other two. But Darren Young was kind of a surprise. Maybe
Yeah,
not as much as the third one, but I mean, we're making Darren Young great again, and then all of a sudden, we're not making Darren
yeah.
Young
There,
great
there
again.
was there was some promise to the whole Bob Backlund thing that I was really into, and they put him in the IC
Yeah,
belt title, picture against the Miz, and I thought, they can go in the ring. There was that weird ending from, I forget which pay per view it was, that they both got DQ'd for some dumb reason, but.
right.
I mean, Darren Young came in with the Nexus, and you got to remember that right now the only surviving member of the Nexus in WWE is Heath Slater. Like, the rest of the Nexus is gone.
Yep. I mean, if you remember, like that, even that original like NXT like call up, like like Daniel Bryan was all in there and stuff too, but like he's obviously not wrestling, but yeah, just Heath Slater really, and um, well, was Bray Wyatt really part of that? He wasn't part of the Nexus, was
Yeah,
he?
he was he. I think he was. I think
He
Husky
might have
Harris
been.
was a part of that
Husky
before it
might have
became
been.
Bray
So
Wyatt.
so yeah,
Um,
I mean, it's kind of sad to see a lot of that. You're seeing a lot of NXT talent who's becoming the top guys in the show now, so it's kind of cool to see. But it's kind of depressing to see Darren Young go, and
yeah,
he had kind of a cool run with the primetime players, but in he made some strides for the LGBT community, and
yeah,
came, obviously he came out and announced he was gay, which is more power to him. But I mean, he was always like, he was kind of like you're going to get a decent outing from him. I don't know how many 5-star matches the guy really had, but I think he'll land on his feet just fine.
oh yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see a problem with them. I could see him ending up. If I had to predict one of them goes to Impact, it's going to be Impact is going to get Darren Young. I think the girls might go Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
Emma was the biggest surprise because they just put her
man.
in the highest profile you could get going against Asuka.
Yeah,
And boy, like the next night she was gone. And this is weird. Like she
that
was
really is weird.
underutilized immensely because she is so talented.
Yeah,
And you kind of saw this coming even back when they did the whole Emelina thing and they kept teasing that for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then she just
right.
came out and said, "No, I'm just Emma." It's like, okay, someone does not know what they're doing. This will end poorly, and now it's ending
Yeah.
poorly.
Well, and that's just. I mean, she had a couple when she was younger and first starting out with WWE. She had the shoplifting lifting incident. She made it through that.
Sure.
No problem, no big deal. Everybody has their ups and downs. But she had a couple injury issues, but again, she came back strong.
Yeah. And they put
And
her with Santino.
well, and when she was the bubbly, goofy, yeah, doing the dancing and stuff, yeah, get
That's
it.
career suicide right there.
Yeah, that was tough. I mean, Santino was over with the crowd,
Oh yeah.
regardless of what he was doing.
But he's a comedic
someone,
act, and you can't, if you
someone's gonna
want to take
get
Emma
that, by the way, just so
seriously.
you know.
I mean, Emma deserves to be taken seriously, and you can't pair her with a comedic act like Santino was.
No, and once they finally gave her the the heel character in NXT. She came out with the sunglasses. She was with Dana Brooke. Then she came up to Raw and she was doing the things on there. Then she got hurt and then she went away and then she did the whole Emelina thing and then that fell through. And God knows really what truly happened with that because
Well,
I have no idea.
we can look right now that the Mae Young Classic. I mean, they signed so many people for the Mae Young Classic. There had to be some casualties on the roster, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
these are a couple names that got they got cut because of all this talent coming in from the Mae Young Classic.
And that kind of stinks, man, because there's some good talent there. But with that said, it's with the women, it's never I don't feel like it's ever a bad thing to add some fresh talent
For
because
sure.
there was a lot of good talent in the Mae Young Classic. I don't know if they did, but I was really hoping they were going to get Toni Storm. I don't know that they did sign her though. I think she's still up in Japan. I don't know if you're how familiar you are with Toni Storm, but
Not so much. I know the
she,
Kyrie Sang's there, and I know that
yeah,
I think Dakota Kai got a contract. I think
didn't crap. What's the other woman's name that was in the final? The whole like 4 horsewomen Ronda Rousey thing.
I still need to watch that. I still need to watch that.
I haven't actually watched it. I just got the caught the highlights or whatever. But she got a contract, but she's really rough around the edges. So I think that she's training because supposedly Ronda Rousey's training, and who knows if that's going to escalate to anything in the coming months because we could speculate on that all day. But um, Emma was really surprising because we still see people in the business like Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fuck.
Yeah, she's now a part of Raw and a kind of big part because
She's getting pushed.
She's getting pushed.
Hello, Desk.
She's the captain of the Raw team.
Yeah.
Like where did this all come from? Now, it's nice to have a little bit of a mix up, so I'm okay with that. But then on the flip side, like it kind of came at Emma's expense because Asuka's up on Raw. Asuka and Emma have a decent match. It wasn't like it was a 5-star match, but it wasn't bad. It was a good match.
Right.
And then next
Emma
thing you
can
know,
go.
Emma's cut, and I'm like,
Yeah,
man, her music was growing on me. The whole like it's all about me shtick was really picking up.
The hashtag, you can do something with that.
Yeah, and now she's gone, and I don't know if there's more to it, but I know she was pretty heartbroken, like when she first said something. So I really hope she finds something. No, that's all right.
Like
but yeah, I really hope she finds something.
It's my weakness. Oh, they will. I think all three of them will find something, whether it's in wrestling or not. They'll all land on their feet here very soon. So we do wish them the best. Someone who didn't wish Emma the best right away. Boy, this is a bad idea.
The epic fail of the week.
Yeah, Leo Rush, one of the newest and I guess hot. I mean, he's a hot commodity in NXT. He's very good, very 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 good in the ring. Not so much on social media. So when Emma got cut, she sent a little emoticon of a broken heart, so she didn't know what was happening until she got cut.
Right.
Leo Rush took to Twitter and said to the tune of, "That's what happens when you're really not ready for Asuka." Ouch.
Oh man.
That's bad. That makes you look bad. If I can paraphrase from Gran Turismo Sport, that makes you look bad.
Putting a foot and mouth moment there.
And so the roster kind of came down on him, as they should. Peyton Royce, Jack Gallagher, I think even X-Pac came in and chimed in on, dude, that's not cool that you did that. So he came up with an apology / not really an apology.
Right, kind of a half-assed apology.
So, and I think Regal came to Leo Rush's aid too, and just said, "I'll talk to him. Don't need to get him fired. Don't need to cause a ruckus. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to the bloke, and then go from there."
Pretty much, I think that it was a who's who of who's really saying something to him because I think Bray Wyatt said something.
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I think even like Scott Hall or Kevin Nash or both were involved. Like, man, it was real heavy.
Yeah. It's. Think before you tweet, people. That's especially when you work for WWE.
Whatever you tweet can be out there forever.
Yep.
Even if it's not a bad thing, it's out there forever. And even if you delete it, somebody's probably taking a picture of it. If you're in a high profile position, if I tweet something stupid and it doesn't blow up, it's one thing. But if someone like him tweets something stupid, he's got thousands of followers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's a high profile guy in a high profile company. So.
Yeah, that's a bad move on his part, and he just had. I mean, I just watched a couple episodes of NXT to try to get caught up, and
dude is awesome in the ring.
He is very talented. Mm-hmm. Just foot in mouth. That was a rough moment.
I choose my 140 characters. I choose it with purpose.
Yes, I agree.
Now, real quickly, we have some news for Survivor Series coming up. Team Raw will be led by Kurt Angle, and Team SmackDown led by Shane McMahon, which comes to nobody's surprise, I guess.
Right.
We only know a couple members of Team SmackDown with Bobby Roode and Shinsuke Nakamura being on Team SmackDown.
Very interesting, too, that two of the newer guys are getting the first really call-ups to be showcased as Team SmackDown as well.
True.
They had the run-in on Monday Night Raw, and both those guys were included. Bobby is more of a heel character, so doing heel things.
But the crowd loves him. The crowd loves him.
Well, no, let's not get it twisted. Like, the dude is awesome.
Yeah.
But I saw Shinsuke do some of the invasion or this under siege,
right?
However you want to call it, and So I knew Shinsuke was. I didn't think for a second that Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn were going to win either of those respective matches. So
Yeah.
Randy Orton, yeah, Randy Orton's on the team too, right?
Is he? Oh,
Did you
yes,
say
you're
that?
right. You're right. Yep.
Yeah,
So
Randy Orton's on.
who do you have fill out the rest of SmackDown, and who's on Team Raw? You think?
Well,
Obviously, I think Braun's on Team Raw.
How many people though?
Is it
are we
5?
talking?
Is it 5-on-5?
If it's 5-on-5, if it is 5-on-5, for some reason I'm thinking 6-on-6, but that doesn't sound right. But if it's 5-on-5, so you've got Shane, Shinsuke, Bobby, and Randy. So you've got a fifth. I mean, I really don't know who
It
you'd
can't
have
be
fill in
AJ
there.
because AJ's gonna go for the title.
AJ's gonna go for the title. So a part of me thinks
But
it might
not
be
Survivor
title.
Series though, because it's gonna be Jinder versus Brock.
So it could be AJ.
It could be AJ.
Yeah, AJ was part of the Siege, the whole Siege thing. So
What if it was Daniel Bryan for one night? What if it was Daniel Bryan?
Something tells me there's more and more looking like he may get a push, but it's going to be later. I just don't. They're so weird about Daniel Bryan wrestling. They're willing to let Kurt Angle do it.
It's a touchy subject for Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Concussions versus broken freaking neck.
Yeah, I know, and it is tough.
Yep.
It is tough. But Ty Dillinger's the first name that kind of comes to mind.
Me too, because I'm a huge Ty Dillinger fan.
Yeah, but now you said AJ. I mean, I think AJ would be the guy that's probably going to fit in the best.
He might get involved in the Jinder Brock match though. I could see him getting involved.
Could. I mean, maybe he gets involved when the Singh brothers get involved. But does Brock really need the help?
No. Brock would kill all of them.
And how strong are they going to make Jinder really look at this point? So
They kind of have to be at least semi-strong.
they have to.
He's not going to beat him by any means, and I really hope he does not.
No, there's no way. They're not going to let the flagship show champion with Brock lose to Jinder. No way. I know.
We said no way of putting the belt on Jinder in the first place.
And we said we'd drive the freaking Jinder Express if we were wrong, and we were all wrong.
160 plus days later, he's still champion for some reason. It's like, okay, we've seen it. Move on. Give it to AJ.
Yeah.
Move on.
And we know. I think AJ is going to have it by Royal Rumble, if not win it at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And then Shinsuke wins the Rumble, and then we'll get AJ Shinsuke at Rainier.
Yeah, because I don't think in any way, shape, or form that this is a one-off match. I think AJ versus Jinder is probably like a 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think so too.
2 or 3 match.
Yep.
So
I think Raw's team will probably, I don't know, because Angle just recently faced Braun, so I don't think you want to put Braun on Team Raw.
But I almost think that you have to.
Yes.
Because Miz. Okay, so you got to think also like all the titles are up for not up for grabs, but the champions are facing each other from each show.
Right.
So Miz is with Baron Corbin, so you won't have Miz, but I think you'll have Braun.
Sure.
So Angle and Braun.
Sheamus and Cesaro. Already, well.
That sounds like it could be.
And Finn.
Oh yeah. I'd be okay with that team.
I'd be okay with that team too.
And this is the wild card for me, and only because he started wrestling some house shows, is they are starting to have Triple H wrestle. Triple H just actually filled in for Roman Reigns in Glasgow and was part of the Shield.
Okay.
How does that make any sense?
I would love to have seen that live, but
there's pictures that I'll have to send you the pictures. There's pictures floating around. He's in full Shield guard too.
That's actually pretty awesome.
That he's so jacked and he's just full Shield guard, like the whole vest and the pants thing, and I'm just like, how does this make any sense?
It's a house show.
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense. It's a house show.
Unless Roman's cleared to go, because they tested Roman, Bray, and Bo on the 30th.
Okay.
And Bo was on Monday Night Raw. Bray was not, and neither was Roman. So my guess is Bray is almost ready, and Roman was the latest scratch, so he'll probably be call up at the last second if they can use him. So
Gotcha.
My guess would be if he wasn't sick, Roman would be on Team Raw.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out.
He doesn't have another match.
We will find out. Survivor Series is what, the 19th?
Oh. WWE Survivor Series is the one night where Monday Night Raw faces SmackDown Live. November 19th.
Okay.
So
we've got a couple weeks until that happens, so the build-up will continue. We'll find out who's on what team and go from there.
I think It actually is shaping up to be a pretty good show, I think.
I hope they put stakes in. Like, winning team gets 2 draft picks or something like that. You know,
I almost don't know how they can't, but the only thing about putting stakes is I know like SmackDown won last year. I think overall like they had the better record or something like that. And so because they have a smaller show, you'd almost think that they would be the ones that did get the win. But I don't know, man. I think stakes almost have to be some sort of betting stakes between the shoe show.
They can trade somebody for somebody.
Yeah.
And SmackDown gets to choose who for who.
Yeah, maybe that would be kind of a better call. So.
Oh, real quick before we get to video games, there's a good GIF going around of Sami Zayn throwing a table to a fan's face. Good God! So he took off the cover of the announce table, and just angrily tossed it to the side, hit some dude right in the face.
Jeez.
It was kind of funny. I mean, obviously he looked okay. I mean, just kind of just shocked him, but he took the announce table to the face. It was funny.
I have it pulled up right now. I'm kind of taking a look at it real quick. Oh, yeah, he did. Damn. He just like threw it to the side and it took a weird hop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder how they cover their ass in a potential lawsuit.
Has it been announced that there's a lawsuit?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But people just get too happy anymore in this day and age.
Sure.
So.
Yes, 100%.
I wonder if they just said, hey, in lieu of us getting sued, here's a bunch of free merch.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what or if there's nothing and just said, hey, you're in the front row, look out.
Oh, sure.
But I don't know. He was paying attention, though. He wasn't on his phone or anything. He was paying attention.
No.
Wow.
It looked like he was fully paying attention because he tossed it to the side. It kind of just bounced, and then just came down and smacked him right in the face.
Yeah. That's not nearly as dangerous as the chain flying off of Authors of Pain at Takeover. That was scary because it's a steel chain going into the crowd.
Yeah, that was a little rough.
Whew.
That was a little rough.
All right, shall we talk video games?
Let's do.
All right. Lots of news in video games as the eyes of the video game world were transfixed. I like that word, transfixed. On Paris, France. Paris Games Week took off this week, and Sony came out guns a-blazing as far as their releasing. I probably shouldn't use that term. I apologize. They come out dropping hints, dropping these announcements of games. So, I have. Where's the Polygon? All the games that were announced by Sony at Paris Game Show.
And I know I have a list of in order everything they showed, and I have like I said, I have a few highlights. So pre-show and show. What
I got really geeked out about was Monster Hunter World. So what they announced was a beta coming up in December.
Yes.
As well as the ability to play as Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn if you play on PS4.
That is actually really cool.
Yes, she totally fits in the universe.
Yeah, and it looks like you're going to be able to hunt some sort of monsters that maybe fit in that universe. Again, I'm behind on playing that game, so correct me if I'm wrong there. So
I was going to get it on PS4 anyway, but this cements it because with Monster Hunter, it started on the PS2. So I associate Monster Hunter with Sony, even though I've played it primarily on Nintendo platforms. And I think it's coming to Switch, which would be awesome to have it on the go with you too. But
I think even Xbox is getting it. Yes. I just don't know. I think Sony right now is the only company that's getting any sort of like extra content.
Right, and that just cemented it. I'm playing this on PS4. It's going to happen, and I'm geeked out about it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play Monster Hunter. It looks great.
I thought it looked really cool. I'm not as into Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. I didn't play it as much growing up, and I maybe played some of the older ones. Like you said, on the old PlayStations. But this might be one that I kind of check out a little more. I may have to just check your streams out and see what it's like. But I'm kind of interested because it looks really cool, and I've heard that people are saying that it's going to be a little more user friendly and easier to jump into versus some of the older ones. So we'll see.
Which is fine. Yeah, they want to, and that's probably why they're not calling it 5 and they're calling it World. so they can bring the more casual fan into the Monster, because before it's kind of been a hard barrier of entry, but
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, it can be.
And
you got to put time into it.
It's huge over in Japan.
Oh,
so
yeah, it's huge. It's
bringing
huge.
it over here, it's huge.
It's Dragon Quest huge. Like, people take off of work and school to play Monster Hunter and Dragon Quest.
That's boggles my mind, man.
Yep. Guacamelee 2 got announced.
Yeah, that was actually the first game they showed.
Yeah.
I love Guacamelee. That was an Xbox arcade game that I believe I got. I think I still own it anyway.
It's a very neat game.
Very, very cool game. It looks just as cool as the first one, if not even cooler. And the funny thing is, they said the release date was soonish.
Yeah, it's coming sometime.
Soonish. So, but it looks really cool. Looks like they did a lot more with the chicken, if you're familiar with that game. So, really, really cool.
Definitely, people should play the first Guacamelee. It's a good game, and there are so many versions out there for so many platforms, and it's a cheap price, so people should play it.
I don't remember which version I have. Ultimate Championship or something like that.
Yeah, I think I had the Xbox. I think I have the Xbox One version.
Yeah, because it was Games with Gold, I think.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah, at one point I think it was.
Yeah. So.
Next up here was the Hong Kong Massacre. It looked a lot like Hotline Miami meets like a John Woo film.
Top down, kind of a top down, really explosive looking shooter coming in 2018.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they kind of talked about it at the Paris showcase. Just exactly explained it like a John Woo meets, a Hotline Miami kind of game. Gunfire everywhere. Like, it just looks like you're diving and things are getting hit and there's debris and you're jumping and diving and doing it. It looks pretty cool. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this game.
Yeah. The Gardens Between.
Yep.
Coming out in 2018 as well.
2018. Don't have a whole lot to say about this one. It's just a really artsy indie game. Looks like you can, I believe with that game, you kind of funky with, like, you can deal with, like, space and time. So you kind of can rewind time and deal with, like, doing things over or redoing or maybe changing how things are. But real artsy, real vibrant, bright colors. Kind of a cool art style.
Yeah. Loco Roco 2 Remastered.
Well, that's it.
That's it.
I don't have much to say about that one.
Yeah, it's Loco Roco 2 Remastered.
December 9th.
Coming out for PS4. If you like Loco Roco, it's happening.
Yeah, not into those games, but if you are, great.
Hey, they're enjoyable for what they are.
Yes, they are.
Tennis World Tour. Not a Virtua Tennis game, but a Tennis World Tour.
Right. Tennis World Tour, spring 2018, and it looks really cool if you're into tennis games. Every once in a while, I find myself getting into a tennis game every now and again. It's really cool. But Tennis World Tour, spring 2018. Honestly, it looked like it's going to be a pretty cool game to play. Looks very realistic. I don't know.
I think some of this team worked on the Topspin series, I do believe.
Oh, okay, very cool. I played quite a bit of Topspin.
Yeah, I played a lot of Topspin. Like Topspin 1, I played a lot of.
Yeah, I just don't know if they have what licensing they have.
They're gonna put some characters. I think they'll put like Mon Felice in there and stuff. I don't know. I saw that name pop out on the article. So.
Oh really? Okay.
I think he's from France. So that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Megalith VR is a VR game.
So they went. Okay, so can we call an audible here real quick?
Sure, call audible. Yeah.
Audible, real quick. There's just one game that from the pre-show, because I'm going through and you're going almost perfect in order.
Okay.
There was just one game from the pre-show that they showed that we skipped. Just one. We know it's coming. Doc Croc's already mentioned it. Sims 4.
Yeah.
It's coming November 17th, and it's coming with all the expansions. So
that's huge. That's huge.
All the expansions, and they're free.
Yeah.
So all the expansions, and I believe there is other expansions that are on the way, but they were saying like some of the popular ones. I'm not a Sims guy. They're fantastic. I've played them. I I can't do it. I can't
Yeah.
get into it.
I'm with
But
you. I
they're
tried my
fun.
best, and
I
I
did too.
couldn't do it until Sims 4 came out on the PC. I said, this is
It's
it. This
yeah.
is my barrier of entry. Either it's going to
Yep.
grab me or it's not. And it
And
grabbed me.
they said that this is not a simple port. This is not just a simple click and drag, and we just ported this over. This is a full experience for consoles, not just on PlayStation. It's a full experience for consoles, and it's coming with expansions. There's like a vampire expansion and all these different cool expansions they showed, and it's
Right.
all coming. So November 17th is what they put on that.
Cool.
Now, going back,
Okay.
Megalith. They did go into a PSVR section.
Yeah.
Megalith. They talked about you're a Titan. It's a hero. It's a VR hero shooter,
Okay.
and you're a Titan, and you're trying to become the best Titan, and you're
I want to be best
basically
Titan.
you're basically trying to become a god.
Okay.
But I mean, that's kind of how it's vibrant. They didn't show much with the hero shooting. They just kind of showed one character model, and they showed a couple in view of what you'd see, but that's it.
Sure.
Um,
This is good timing too, because I think Dell has a sale on PSVR gear. So if you want to get in
Yeah.
on the PSVR fad, Dell has
Yep.
a kind of a Black Friday deal going for the next couple days.
yeah. And I think I'm seeing it. There might be a couple other deals out there. I think even Target might have a deal going on right now,
Yeah.
but I could be wrong. So
Yeah, I think this is a
you're in
good
for
time to get in.
PSVR.
Yeah.
Really keep an eye out right now.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Is this called Bow to Blood?
Yes.
Another
Out of
VR
Blood.
game?
It is another VR game. Don't remember.
Okay.
Don't remember much. I try to do my best to take down notes, and I want to say it's a. Oh man, which one's this one? Bow to Blood.
It seemed like
I'm looking it up on the fly.
Yeah, I don't want to play in the trailer because it'll play over us.
Right. I don't want to. Luckily, I have it in my headphones only. So.
Okay.
Bout of Blood is it's a VR game. You're in a spaceship. It's again a very artsy indie, very vibrant colors. I'm looking at a screenshot right now where it's like you're above the clouds. It's very vibrant blue. Below you, very orangey sky, but you're in a spaceship. It's kind of a spaceship shooter. Actually looks kind of cool. It's not like Star Wars spaceship. It's more like just I don't know how to explain it. Just very unique. But yeah, it's a spaceship shooter.
Okay.
So
let's see. Then with Sims 4 DLC, Star Child, VR game Star Child.
Star Child, they showed that at E3. They supposedly showed some new power that she did, but even the Sony reps that were talking had no idea what they were showing. So,
Okay. Strong show.
It was basically almost the same thing you've seen at E3 from what I gathered.
Gotcha. Resident Evil 7 DLC, Not a Hero.
Yes, December 12th.
Yeah, that's coming out very soon, and another
And
game. I'm not gonna play it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I have it written down, and unless I'm wrong, and again, correct me if you're out there, but Resident Evil 7 DLC, December 12th, free.
Ooh,
It is free.
good. I like this whole free DLC stuff.
Yeah, I mean, hearing this free DLC is kind of nice. Like you're seeing more and more people do that. I think it's just because they're trying to get people to obviously go into the VR. And I want to say that you might be able to play this without VR, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, because you can play core RE7 without DLC.
Right.
So I assume you
Still haven't played it, and I'm a huge horror game fan. So
that's all you, man.
dude, I love horror games.
I've watched playthroughs of it, and I said, okay, I've seen it. I'm good. I'm messed up inside.
Yep.
Another VR game, Dead Hungry.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You work in a food truck and you're feeding, and not just feeding, supposedly you're healing zombies. So you're just making food and throwing it at them.
Ooh.
And handing it to them.
I hope
That's
this
pretty
comes
much-
to Oculus. That sounds great.
That's pretty much all I gathered.
Okay. That sounds great. Another VR game. They went heavy Stifled.
Yes. Horror.
Okay.
Horror game. kind of look the little bit they showed was kind of like your almost like black and white line drawn, but you're trying to survive or do different things, and noises attract or don't attract things. They didn't show like any of the bad people.
Yeah,
like
the art style reminds me of like a Virtual Boy or like the logo of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So kind of a cool looking game. I'm gonna keep my eye on that one. I don't have PSVR, but I am gonna keep my eye on that one.
Even more VR, League of War VR Arena.
League of War VR Arena, I believe, is like a tower defense / competitive tank type game. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. It just reminded me of like tanks meets Clash of Clans or whatever the one is that you go back and forth.
Oh, Clash Royale?
Yep, Clash Royale. That's what it is. And you can play this one competitively against people on PS4 or VR. You do not have to have VR to play it. So like the preview they showed, the gal was sitting on the couch next to a guy with the VR. They were playing against each other.
Nice.
So
I would enjoy some tank VR. I've played I think it's Battlezone. I've played that on my Oculus. Yeah. That's fun. So
I think it's not so much you're in the tank. It's more of like you drop it in a spot and it kind of does its thing.
So you're the commander doing some RTS stuff. I got you. Okay. Yeah. Kind of like Air Mech. I like Air Mech.
Yeah.
Especially in Oculus. VR is cool. We got some Final Fantasy 15 stuff with Monster of the Deep and the Ignis DLC.
If you want to take this one away, I didn't play Final Fantasy 15. I can just tell you that from all the little bit I know and they talked about, this is going to obviously, the one gal said that the episode Ignis is going to fill in the gap on some events in Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
And then the other one with Monster of the Deep just looked like I could go fishing. So I was like, sweet, that looks cool.
Yeah, the last time I've touched FF15 was months and months ago. So it's all out of my head at this point. It's a game I need to get back to. Yep,
I probably will never touch it. Just time.
Yep. We got a surprise, like a It's Out Now game. I believe it's pronounced Ori, Oure.
Man, I forgot how he said he pronounced it. It's either Ori or, it's something like that.
Something like that.
Oure. It was out.
It's out now
on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't remember anything about that game. I have to look it up.
It's a fantasy style game. Kind of a minimalistic, artistic design.
Yeah. Now I remember this. You kind of seem like you turn into almost like a Japanese looking dragon.
Yeah.
You kind of maneuver around the clouds and stuff. It was real cool looking, but out today wasn't intrigued enough to go buy it.
No. So. Something I got a kick out of is Spelunky 2. Got
wow.
Yeah, we get some that's pulling at the heartstrings a little bit there.
Yeah. Spelunky 2. I've played quite a bit of Spelunky. The first one with Xbox Live Arcade. Spelunky 2, PS4, no release date, but it's kind of like you're playing as the original character's child.
Right, I couldn't tell if it was son or daughter. So
I couldn't either. They kind of just made it a generic looking, which was totally cool. But,
that's fine.
It's really cool actually that they're kind of continuing Spelunky. I wondered at first when they showed the like Polaroid, and then the trailer kind of went. I was like, this looks like Spelunky, and sure enough, it was Spelunky.
They didn't need to pull at my heartstrings and have the dad just vanish. I mean, that to me means he's dead.
Yeah. Right.
Like, man, there's a picture of the child and the dad, the character from Spelunky 1, and he just fades out of the picture. I'm like, oh, okay. Ouch.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, and then they're like living up a fading dream, and he fades away, and I'm like, whoa!
Like, you didn't need to do that.
The main character is Spelunky?
God.
We just kill off the main guy?
I didn't want to cry at this.
Yeah, that was tough. So, before we get into the main showcase, a couple games that we just missed, but not too many. Ultra Wings, it's basically it's Pilot Wings VR.
Okay, I'm in.
So you're shooting. You're supposedly to Gold Star. What they said, everything. It's gonna take 30 hours roughly.
Wow.
But there's courses that you fly, and then obstacle courses. There's also like obstacle courses where you shoot things. So that looked kind of cool. There was also it was shown at E3, but the little mouse game called Moss.
Oh yeah.
Moss, February 2018,
Okay.
and they showed a little more of that. Showed a little bit. They actually showed a little bit of combat, so that actually looked kind of cool. And then Sprint Vector. I don't remember Sprint Vector. I just know that that's a game.
They're making a combat game in 2018. Like they're like the Atari combat game. They're redoing that for PSVR.
I don't even remember. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I'm looking up one last one that I wanted to see here. This one was called Invector, and it's called Invector. Where is Invector? And one of these games is basically essentially it's like it's a rhythm game, and it's featuring Avicii or Avicii or whatever the hell his name is.
Oh yeah, okay.
So yeah, he was kind of showing a little bit of that. Like they were showing like the rhythm, and it's real fast paced. And oh, it's this one. So it's in Invector. Invector is really cool, starring Avicii or Avicii, again, how you say his name. But it's a rhythm based. You press the buttons as you go in music, but it's multiplayer too. So
nice.
If you're into those kind of games, it's real fast paced looking. So
I am into those games because I played a lot of Crypt of the Necrodancer. So
yeah. Those games are fantastic. So if that's something you're into, that one has a Invector no release date.
Okay.
PS4, PSVR. So
all right.
Main showcase.
Now the showcase, and what you said was probably the game of show here. The new game from Sucker Punch, the people who made Sly Cooper and infamous Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I had no idea when they started the show and they were doing this trailer, and I could tell it was feudal Japan. This trailer just kept going on. Next thing I know, they show that Sucker Punch has made it, and I'm like, holy shit. I am blown away. Like this looks fan-freaking-tastic. It's open world. It's supposed to be like giant. Like it says it's gonna have a map, but it's not going to have like quest markers. So you're kind of just doing things as you need to, as you please. I don't know all the details to it because obviously they didn't release all the details to it. But
right.
If you have not seen this trailer, I did put in on the Nerd Bacon Facebook page, and I can try to get it shared out as many ways as possible. But go watch this trailer; it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I love when Sucker Punch makes great stuff. I mean, Infamous is a great series. I remember back in the day when the idea was Infamous versus Prototype, back when those two games came out on each other, and now it's all Infamous, man.
Yeah, they really there's been a lot of talk about what is Sucker Punch doing, because it's been a little bit
right.
And they did interview him a little bit after, and they said that they really wanted to support PlayStation and PlayStation Pro while releasing like the Infamous DLC and making sure that game was really looking as good as possible. But they started really working on this game, and people were even at one point hypothesizing that these guys were going to be maybe in charge of making the next Metroid game. But then they come out and they do this feudal Japan game, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I have no idea. There's very little details, and again, no release date, as I didn't expect one. But
right.
My guess
we can assume next year. We can assume.
I would assume next year, but my gut instinct was 2019.
Okay.
I was thinking 2019, and I don't know why, but I'm not going to quote it. I'm just saying that was a gut instinct.
Sure.
They didn't really show any gameplay or anything.
Probably either at E3 or PSX, we'll get a more of a time of a window release for that one.
I'd be very surprised if you don't see this game at PSX, which is December.
I think so.
Yeah, I have no idea.
There's so many PSXs anymore.
Yeah.
Next up was Concrete Genie.
I don't remember a lot about this one. Not even gonna lie.
It's a lot of it kind of like Scribble. I think is like Scribble Knots, and like your drawings come to life. It's
Oh, yeah. It was very vibrant. You're kind of a weird artsy style, again, indie game. You're drawing things on brick walls, and I have no idea.
Yeah.
So,
Erica was the next game up, at least through my article here.
yeah, Erica and that was it's a PlayLink game.
Yeah.
But crap, which one was Erica? I don't remember Erica. I don't know. That one didn't stick out to me. I don't have it like bolded or anything. So
that tells you all you need to know.
yeah.
Blood
No
and
release
Truth.
date.
Blood and Truth on PSVR. Another VR title of Blood and Truth.
Yeah. Don't have anything written down for that one either, but title sounds cool.
It looked good too. From what I saw, the graphics look neat. So it's a lot of gunplay and
Yep.
more VR. They're leaning into VR. Then we got some Far Cry 5 co-op.
Yeah.
I'm
Far
excited for Far Cry 5.
Far Cry 5 and co-op missions coming February 27th, 2018. And the fact that they show like this co-op, I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
You know, if I pick this game up, I can play it with other people. So.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Far Cry 5. I'm ready for my Far Cry fix.
Yeah, Far Cry is I'm ready for another one.
Yep.
It's time.
I mean, Primal wasn't great, but I'm ready for a new one.
Right. Yeah.
We got the first look at Destiny 2's first expansion, The Curse of Osiris, and that's coming out very soon.
December 5th.
Yeah.
Actually, is what I have down. December 5th. Curse of Osiris. I love the name.
Yep.
And
it's focusing on the Vex. They're bringing back the Vex race and the machines in the first game. And I, as a Destiny 2 fan and Destiny 2 current player, I'm excited for more stuff for my expansion. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think that it looked really cool. As someone who's got his personal reasons why he's not playing Destiny, we don't need to talk about that right now. But yeah, that's me on my high horse right now.
Yeah.
But,
it's fine.
Yeah.
You can have it.
But it actually looked kind of cool. But yeah, December 5th, and that game just continues to be big. I feel like it's died off a little bit as far as the talk, not the player count, but the talk's died off a little bit.
Right.
So that's natural, but I think you'll see it continue to pick up.
Well, the PC version just came out.
Yes.
And I've seen that in action, and it looks beautiful. It runs at a beautiful 60 frames per second. So once I get a little more cash in the bank, I may have to maybe double dip and get it on PC because it looks fantastic.
I wish there was a way that you could, if you were going to play it on PC, just bring your information over. I don't know if it allows that with like Blizzard.
I don't think so. I think it's
Battle.net and all that.
It's on Blizzard's end.
Yeah.
Then the Monster Hunter World trailer came out. We discussed the stuff they dropped about that. Beta coming up in December, which I will hopefully sign up for once I get the info on that.
Yep.
And then game comes out in January, same day as Dragon Ball FighterZ. So I'm buying both games.
Yep, more games.
I'm going to buy them both the same day. Day one.
Yep.
Buy super versions.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Dragon. We actually meant to talk about Dragon Ball Z last week and Dragon Ball FighterZ, and we after the show, all three of us were like, crap, we forgot.
Right, because they got a release date.
Yeah, it got a release date, so just to kind of mention that, not that we want to skim over that, but what did we say? That was January
26th?
Crap. January 26th? 28th? January 26th?
23rd. Not 26th. 26th is Friday.
So, well, let's slow our roll on the Friday release dates.
I know. What is this now? I'm used to Tuesday releases. Why is it on Fridays now?
I know. So,
I mean, I have all weekend to play it, which is fine.
Yeah, that's true. So, then the next game they talked about, which should be on your list, Call of Duty World War II.
Call of Duty WW2.
Which, by the way, we are November 1st. This game comes out in 2 days.
It does.
November 3rd, guys. It is right
Friday.
around the corner. Again, yes, a Friday. And November 3rd, it looks like it's going to be really cool. It's a more boots on the ground Call of Duty game. And they announced also the first DLC. It's going to be on PS4 first.
Of course.
Which I absolutely hate. Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah.
It's part of why I don't really care for Bungie right now. But anyway, that's called The Resistance, and that's out January 30th, 2018, PS4 first. But really intrigued by this game. I wasn't planning on picking it up right away. I don't know. I may have to.
I think you're leaning that way now. I'm still gonna wait on that one because other stuff's coming out. I mean,
the game that's gonna stop me from getting it. It comes out on the 14th.
We'll get there. That's coming up in a couple games here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a game coming up that we'll discuss that I think is going to take precedence over Call of Duty for me specifically.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
But next up was Onrush.
Onrush. Do you like going fast?
I do.
Do you like racing dune buggies and ATVs and?
Do I have to look good, or can I? Do I have to look good, or should I not look bad? I mean, should I have good sportsmanship?
I don't think the sportsmanship matters in this.
I'm way into this.
Yeah, this game looks really cool. Out summer 2018, and I like a lot of these games. You can kind of tell which ones are PS exclusive. I don't know if this one is. I don't think it is, but I could be wrong.
Is this the one that the MotorStorm team is doing?
I'm not sure if it is or not, but it looks really cool. A lot, like multiple types of vehicles racing against each other at the same time, the way the trailer showed it. A lot of destruction. At first, I was kind of hoping for Road Rash after we just talked about that last week, but
I love Road Rash.
It's I do too. But nope, it was actually really cool. So, very colorful and looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're into those kind of, I don't know, it doesn't look like a sim. It's definitely arcade. So if you're into those kind of games, that'd be the game that you'd want to keep your eye out for next summer.
Yep. Yeah, that looks interesting for sure. I have played way too much Road Rash in my life. I played way too much Road Rash 3D on PS1. Don't ever do that.
Road Rash on PS1. I used to play that game all the time.
I had it on Genesis. I loved Road Rash 1, 2, and 3 were Genesis games, and I was way into all those games.
Road Rash, I used to play those games till my hands cramped, man. They were so much fun.
Then the game that we're talking about that will take over my life instead of Call of Duty, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is coming out. Oh my god, I can't wait.
So you joined the beta, right?
Yep, I was lucky to get into the alpha and then the beta.
So I purposely didn't join the beta. There's a few times I do this. This is one of them because I just want to surprise me when I get the game out the gate. I don't even want to worry about anything else. Just I'm going to get it. I'm going to play it. Just surprise. It looks absolutely fantastic.
It is so much fun. And
it looks so. And then to play the story that's going to be there.
Full single player campaign. A lot of content involved here. This is shaping up to be what Battlefront should have been the first time around, but they're making it right. Again, I think Battlefront 1 was a test to see if the market still cared about a Battlefront game, and the crowd went, well, hell yes, so they made up Battlefront 2.
Well, I think you're right, because you could tell it was so limited on resources and limited on what they put in the game.
Right.
The game could have been so much more and so much better, but I think the reason they didn't put that in the game, or they didn't, is, like you said, it was a feeler. Let's put this game out, let's feel it out. It was so popular. Here we are, 2 years later, and we're getting the second one?
Yeah.
So, but if you do have EA access, like on Xbox, for example, you can go play Star Wars Battlefront, I'm pretty sure for free. We were talking about that as well.
I think it's in the vault, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So go play that before it comes out, because it looks like it's going to be absolutely fantastic as well. So,
and I'm going all in on this too. I'm getting the super duper version and going all in.
Okay. Because
I'll get it a couple days early. I think they'll release it a couple days early for the deluxe edition owners, and then I think it's how that pans out. I think that's how Origin.
The 14th is a Tuesday. I'm going to have to do some research on that one. I'm not sure, but
they're also
if you're a fan of the League, the show The League,
yes,
then you're going to love the fact that Shiva Kamini Somakram is in the game.
Wow.
If you remember who that is.
Oh yeah.
I would do a Shiva bomb right now, but I don't want to scare anybody away. The few viewers that we have.
She's what the trophy's named after.
That's right.
Shiva. I was going to go somewhere for you Shiva to me.
I just Shiva blasted you.
Thank you. No, they're going to retool the loot boxes. I think EA went in and said we're going to retool the way we do loot boxes, and it still does not sound great, but it sounds better than what the beta was as far as what you get out of loot boxes. So,
Okay.
we'll see how that pans out. It's always a dicey subject when you get into is this pay to win or that area, but we'll see.
Yeah, loot boxes are kind of a touchy subject right now.
They're everywhere right now.
They're everywhere. There was the discussion if they were gambling or not. There was the discussion on if they should, like should they be explained, like what the chances are of like the different drops like they do. I think it's in Japan. Is that Japan that has to do that? Is it
Do
China?
what?
One of them you have to. There's somewhere overseas that they actually, it's a law, they have to display the odds of what you're going to get.
Okay.
So they don't do that here in the United States, of course not. But loot boxes are out of control, and
It works in some games,
and it doesn't in others.
and it doesn't in others.
You're right.
So
Yep.
we'll see.
So I'm still gonna get this game. I think it's gonna be fantastic.
That will not stop me from playing this day one.
Right. I think it's gonna be girthier than the first one.
Girthier.
I think it's the right word. Girthier.
That's
right?
that's the Nerdbacon.com
word
slogan.
of the day.
Girthier.
Yeah, it's girthier. Is this girthier? For you?
I'm feeling girthier.
Yeah, I'm feeling girthier today. Yeah, that's gonna consume my world for a little bit.
Yes, it is. Then hashtag girthier. Yep. Now we got to Marvel's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, this game looks
trailer.
better and better every time I see it.
Every time. New trailer, not a gameplay trailer. This
Right.
is definitely just going through and showing us more of the world. I believe it shows a few more villains, and it also introduces, like Peter introduces, he said, oh, hey, this is Miles. So obviously Miles Morales is in the game.
Right.
Will you play as him? We have no idea, but they show Mary Jane, and very cool video. If you haven't gotten to see that one, again, you can head over to the Nerd Bacon Facebook page. That's on there for sure, but it's definitely worth a look. It just looks fantastic. Every time I see this, it looks like it's going to be a day one purchase.
It's Insomniac. They know what they're doing. They know how to make games. Love it.
Yes.
Then was Detroit Become Human. I'm still on the fence on this game.
I'm really confused. Yeah, I'm if the fence is in the middle and this is the side I'm gonna get it, and this is the side where I'm passing, I'm closer to the fence, but I'm passing side. It looks really cool. But this trailer, it was emotionally like pulling, like it did the heartstrings, with the robotic like maid and babysitter, and then you had the abusive husband or dad, and there was a lot of weird things going on. I'm like, wait, okay, so how does this fit into the game? I'm really not sure what Detroit even is at this point.
Right. Like, is this more like a Heavy Rain, Indigo Prophecy style game, or what? I like those games.
Right.
But yeah, it's a story-driven game for sure. But I don't know what my entry point here is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, but something to keep an eye on though. I don't hate it, but I'm still confused by it.
Yeah, it looks cool. Graphically looked cool.
Yeah.
It showed some cool choices, like how you can change the choices based, or your gameplay based on your choices. So it said like you were playing at one point. It looked like you were playing as this robotic maid. Whether you wanted to go upstairs, whether you wanted to stay put or do what you were going to do, and so obviously that was kind of cool. But I don't know what kind of game this is. So very interesting trailer. Did nothing for me though.
Is there a release window on this?
Spring 2018.
Okay.
That's what it says.
All right. Then we kind of wrapped up with a couple big hitters. God of War got a gameplay trailer.
God of War did get a gameplay trailer. Very short.
Yep.
Very brief. Showed him and his son. Son kind of like, hey, there's this soul eater or something like that. And then he's like, oh, just be calm. He's not attacking us. And then showed a little bit of fighting. The son gets involved in the gameplay. Kind of cool. So like you're fighting as Kratos, son like jumps off the back of one of these enemies, pushes them into you, you kill him. It's kind of this real like cool back and forth that they have, but then it ended rather quickly. So
I'm still gonna say, like, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say Kratos somehow gets his son killed.
Oh, you think the son dies?
I think the son dies, and you and Dave had said that Kratos dies, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say the kid dies, and Kratos will. inadvertently be the cause of it, and that will cause him to go even more into his inner rage, and we'll see that kind of blossom out of this game to get ready for a sequel.
Yeah, and there is still no like subtitle. This is just called God
It's
of
just
War.
God of War. Yeah.
That's just it, which is really it's messing with me, man.
Fine by me.
I'm
I
fine
can't
with
wait.
it because I don't. Yeah, no. This is day one purchase for me. A release date. It said in specific words said early 2018.
Okay.
My guess February.
Yeah, it would take that
It's
February
going to take the February slot where Horizon Zero Dawn was last year, and I believe it's typically like a February March game anyway. If I go back on the old releases, but I can see what you're saying more and more with this. I don't know how much further we're going with it, but Kratos is one of those Sony mascots. I don't know how you can really kill him off. So I could see that. I'm trying to think of in my Greek knowledge, more like somewhat knowledge, if there's any sort of like Lazarus pit or something that maybe he can he can bring his son back. I don't know if there is, but
video games, you can do whatever you want to. There's your Lazarus pit. Video games.
I know.
We get Shadow of the Colossus got a new trailer and looks gorgeous.
Yeah, looks not for me. If it's for you, if it does anything for you, great. No release date, looks good. They're still supposedly committing to next year, so
that's a game I never played, and I feel bad for not playing because that's a seminal game for a lot of people. I really want to get in on that and play it, and I can't wait for this to come out so I can play it in beautiful glory.
I'll try it out. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
and then it wrapped up the show with The Last of Us Part 2. Seemingly out of nowhere. I mean, this one we knew was coming, but we just didn't know it was coming here.
Yeah, somewhat surprised that they didn't save this completely just for PSX. Very unique trailer.
The trailer did not do it for me because there's no zombies, there's no mutants in it. There's some brutality.
There's a very brutal trailer.
It's gross.
Like if you're it's not super gory, but if you're just kind of queasy with anything, you probably shouldn't watch this trailer. Very powerful trailer. It's very female heavy.
Yep.
And there's one male in the trailer, maybe not. I could be wrong. I'm trying to think of
one guy. I think
the guy that was holding the girl.
But we didn't get told much out of this trailer.
No, and again, there's a lot of, is this prior to game one? Is this part of the second game? Is this Ellie's mom? Like, who is this woman? And blah blah blah. Because she held the knife up to her lower like abdomen, so some people are wondering if this is like when she was pregnant with Ellie. There was no answers, and again, no release date. Just this is. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of this game in PSX.
This will be a holiday release, I think. This is a big enough game to get a holiday release.
If it's not next year holiday, I would kind of be shocked because I don't know.
It'll either be holiday 18 or summer 19.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't think they want to. I don't know how close this really is. I'm going to lean towards summer 19. I think with some of the titles that they have, I mean, they didn't really go into depth too much with what's coming out mid to late 18. Again, you got God of War early 2018, Detroit supposedly a spring 2018. Spider-Man is just 2018.
God, come on, man. Come on. Put a freaking date on that game.
That could be summer. So then I think that pushes that back pushes Last of Us into next year.
Sure.
So, or into 2019. Yeah. So, but really interesting trailer. It didn't do a whole lot for me, but I'm also kind of like just waiting to see what else they're going to give me at this point.
Yep.
So the only thing no, go ahead.
That was Sony's show. That was how Monday kicked off Paris Games Week.
And the only thing we really missed was they did say that the Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds DLC was coming.
Right.
Which we already kind of knew, but if you didn't know, December 5th is the complete edition for $50. it's the game and any and all DLC. It sounds like this is the only real big DLC, but it sounds like this Frozen Wilds DLC is 15 hours, so it's a very lengthy DLC.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
if you're
another
into
game I
that
need to
game,
get back to is Zero. I need to get back to Horizon at some point and play that game.
I'm hoping that's a Christmas present.
There you go. Let's see. We got to talk about games we're playing right now.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's any news real quick that we can. Some quick news stories here before we get to what we've been playing.
Yeah, because I think what we've been playing is going to be kind of a big subject for us both. But quick news story. It was teased by Aaron Greenberg about a big PUBG or PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds announcement.
Yep.
The next day, this was on Monday. On Tuesday, they came out and announced, "Hey, by the way, PUBG is coming out on." Excuse me, PUBG is coming out on December. Crap, is it December 12th?
It made me think.
I'm going to the Nerd Bacon page right now, but yeah, December 12th, I believe. I put this up almost immediately. I happened to just be home at the right moment on a lunch break, really quick.
You're correct. 12th. You're correct.
Yep, December 12th. It will be in game preview. It's $29.99
for Xbox One.
This is for Xbox One.
Yep.
There will be an Xbox cosmetic pack. There's details that we could go into. I don't have all the details at this point, but it is out this year. They did say late 2017. There's also talk and some strong rumors from some reputable sources starting to come out that this is going to be an Xbox exclusive even longer than what they originally planned.
Good on Microsoft. They hit a home run here.
That is a huge pickup for Microsoft.
For sure. It's the most popular game on Twitch right now. Still.
It is the most, yes, and it broke the concurrent records on Steam. For someone who's only watched it, I've only played Fortnite Battle Royale,
which is also a big deal.
Also big deal and also fantastic.
Yeah.
Free, by the way.
And free.
So
and on consoles.
If you like free on consoles, then go get that. But this will be a day one purchase. My wife said, "So what all games left do you have for the rest of the year going to buy?" I'm like, "Well, I think just Star Wars. I'll ask for a few games for Christmas." And then they announced this, and I'm like, "Oh, by the way,
yeah,
December 12th, I'm getting that game." So I will get it. It will be in game preview. So obviously, what you're getting is not finished.
Right.
But
it's still in early access on Steam. Like it's still a work in progress.
Exactly. So I am 100% on board with this.
Yeah.
And
as you should be.
Look, it's going to be awesome. I can just see it now. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm worried that day one that servers might crash, but I think they're going to be up to the task because
I think so.
I know that Microsoft is the one that's really helping develop this one, really, because they said like with consoles they had no idea.
Yep.
So.
Other quick news hits: Nintendo's releasing a Zelda Ocarina of Time themed 2DS for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Which seems neat.
Yeah, so if you're into that, that's something that would be kind of cool for you.
If you want to get 2DS, there's your option for Ocarina of Time theme one.
Yeah.
DC Universe Online will close down their PS3 servers in January. You can still play it on PC, PS4, and Xbox One, but PS3 is going down in January. But if you have the PS4 version, you transfer your stuff over to PS4 and you're good. So.
Okay, very cool.
We're just stopping that, which totally makes sense.
Yeah. You're gonna start seeing that. Obviously, the support for that's gonna slowly just dwindle. So for the PS3, I mean, I'm surprised it's not all gone as it is. But
I read that story and I went, "Oh yeah, I should play more of that game because I kind of enjoyed it, and it's free." So
yeah. So
Mario Odyssey has sold over 2 million copies already. It's just Nintendo.
Is this gonna be a nice segue for us? Because
I'm going to check in more stories real quick before I say yes.
Because I don't know that I have anything else, but holy crap.
Yeah, let's do it. So, speaking of Super Mario Odyssey, we're not going to spoil anything about Mario Odyssey. Justin and I are both playing it. I streamed some of it on the Jeff Roth page. I think, Justin, you streamed some as well over at your Twitch page. How far into it are you? You said about 3/4 through the main.
I think I'm about. Well, I would be more accurate in probably saying about 2/3 the way through. I think about 2/3 of the way through. If from what I've seen, I tried to spoil it for myself. Is it I'm about 2/3 of the way through, and I'm not going to obviously spoil anything. Obviously, the things that are known we can kind of mention, but
Sure.
people know that you obviously, like, if you're following the game, you have to collect moons. And then every kingdom you go to has a regional coin. I'm just being stingy, and I'm finding all the regional coins before I leave that world. Well, it forces you to leave, but I go back and get them, and then I go away.
Right.
But
I
there's so
spent
many moons.
I spent all of last weekend playing this game. I mean,
Yep.
like most of Friday, all day Saturday, and some Sunday morning before I had to play some Assassin's Creed. But I've put probably 20 plus hours into it. I've got through the main story. I'm now after the fact because, not a spoiler, you can do stuff after you beat the
Yes.
main thing.
Yep.
This
And,
game is an absolute 150,000% pure joy to play.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy just playing this game.
This is what we needed from the next Mario game. To be completely honest with you, I loved 3D World. I even enjoyed all the other Marios through the Wii and the Wii U process. But so many people were clamoring for a Galaxy or a Super Mario 64, a true successor, and you get the best of both those worlds in this game.
Yeah.
And
this feels very 64 like. This feels like the controls, the way it handles it. This feels like a 64 iterative.
I
Iteration.
said it to you. This game is super addicting. This weekend, obviously Halloween weekend, I really wanting to jump into Dead by Daylight. It was doing the All Hallows Eve event. I did play a little bit on the Bacon, on my page, since we had a little technical difficulty, but trying to play that this weekend because it was double XP. But when I started playing Mario, I just could not put it down.
Yeah.
I was off work Saturday, so and I had the football game Saturday evening, but I played Friday, I played Saturday morning, I played most of the day Sunday, I played Monday afternoon. Like, holy crap, this game is addicting. It's so much fun. My wife was getting into it. She didn't want to play. She just wanted to help me find moons and coins. Like, it's so cool. It's gorgeous to look at.
Just smiles. Just everything makes me smile about it.
The possibilities are endless. Like, the thing that's really cool is you said you beat the game, and we've probably played similar time, I would think. I'd have to go look at my exact playthrough or playtime, but I'm playing it in a totally different way than you played it.
Yeah.
And we're both enjoying it in crazy amount.
For sure.
It was the first game I bought amiibos for. I just finally was like, I went to the GameStop I had pre-ordered at, because I did pre-order this for a GameStop. I said, hey, I want the game. They're like, oh, do you want anything else? Blah, blah, blah. Trying to sell me. I said, no. I happened to just look, and out of the corner of my eye on the back counter, they had one of each amiibo left. I said, are those sold? They said no. And I'm like, okay, I'll take those.
Yeah.
So they're really cool. And
you're going to fall down the amiibo trap, man. I mean,
I don't think so. I think I'm okay. I think there only is like really one or two more I'd really want. I kind of want to get Shovel Knight and Ness, and that's it.
There's a couple back there on my shelf. There's a couple 8-bit Marios back there.
I know. Those are really cool too. But man, this game is just, I want to talk about it, but I want to give it a little bit of time because I don't want to spoil it. But there's so much.
We can talk our way around it. So you get these moons, and like you get a ton of moons just for walking around the level. I think you constantly get rewarded, and you constantly get challenged because they throw different obstacles at you with every world you go to.
Yes.
And there's just so many great oh my god moments. I mean, you saw on my stream, and you've seen it do your playthrough very early on. You can take control of a T-Rex. Like,
oh, I mean, this not being a secret because it's obviously in the trailers and so forth. There's so many things you can take control of. A T-Rex being one of them. That's very, very early on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it happened, and I just remember having this big grin on my face, and I'm like, what the hell in a Mario game am I doing? And what is this?
And everything you take over, it feels different. Like everything that you can possess has a different feel to it. So it's really cool to go from one thing to another, and you want to see what things can you possess and how does that play. It's to solve these well crafted puzzles.
Yeah, and so kind of just tell you, again, to kind of talk our ways around it. So Super Mario Odyssey, you again, very stereotypical. Bowser kidnaps Peach, blah blah blah. You're trying to rescue her. There's more to it in this one, of course. The ship is called Odyssey. That's no secret. And the power moons power the Odyssey. And like Jeff said, just by exploring, you find moons or regional coins, and it's addicting. You just want to find more, and there's so many moons to find. I think it's a very large number. I think I know
it's
the
damn
exact
near
number.
1,000.
I think it's 999 that you can find.
Yeah.
And even like when I watched a review the day of release that Game Explain posted, just because I know they're big Nintendo fans, I kind of wanted to see what they had to say. I think he was like, it took me way too long to find all the moons. Like he's like, I had so much fun doing it, so it wasn't like it was a bad thing. But it's intriguing the things you can do and how to get from point A to point B, because you don't really it's not just your stereotypical like I know where I need to go. It makes you think, but it also like it's fun doing it. The going from 3D to 2D and playing the 2D parts are really cool.
I get a huge grin when you first see that. Oh, that's a freaking Mario 2D level. Oh my god! You just go through a tube and the pipe, and then you pop out as Mario 1 looking Mario, and it's wow.
And whatever costume you have on them, because it's no secret there, you can change costumes. That will actually transfer over to the Mario you're wearing in the 2D realm as well. Shoot, I just had a blast on the first like sand level with the pyramids and everything, just dressing him up in the different outfits that you get right there, and I was like, man, it's so cool, but there's so much more to it, and it's really cool. It's a dare I say we haven't had our game of the year discussions, but I think when we do, this game's going to be on that show.
Yeah, we'll discuss this game when it comes to top games of the year. I was thinking this too, and the way that things wrap up. Again, I won't say anything because you're not there, but the way that the main story plays out in the end, just wow! I welled up a little bit because I'm like, this is a game for people who love video games, people who love Mario. This is a love letter to all of us who have played Mario from the beginning.
And do you remember the first time you played a game where you really like it maybe brought so much emotion and joy that you almost teared up, or you did tear up?
Yeah.
That feeling, like I don't know if it was the first one, but one of the first games that I don't know why, one of the first games that I could really feel it for was Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo.
Sure.
And I just felt it. I really love. Oh, fantastic! And again, Super Mario Odyssey, great music.
Great music.
Every level is so different, and it's addicting. I was listening to the soundtrack before I even hopped on the stream here, so I'm sure when it comes time for this one to end, I'm going to play it through, and I'm going to try to find now $9.99. But it is it's really wrapping up to be a really cool game. I will say, if this does anything else, it better mean that we're getting another Captain Toad game, because damn it, Captain Toad's so awesome.
I don't know. I'm indifferent on Captain Toad. It's whatever to me. I don't know.
That's a me and Lauren game.
New Donk City is a great name for a city, and this is in trailers, and this has been out there. New Donk City is great, and I love that's my favorite world to go to.
Is it your favorite world to go to?
Oh yeah. So much to do.
So far, it's my favorite world to go to. The mini games that you can play, seeing the leaderboards, seeing, finding the regional coins. The regional coins in and of itself are addicting. There's 50 or 100 to every level. So
what's your jump rope record?
Not even close to yours.
Ah, boy, see?
Not even close. I think I have you beat on the RC challenge.
Oh.
But I do not have you beat on the jump rope. I'm struggling when I get around the 50.
Okay.
I think I'm like in the mid 50s.
All right. I got to 120. I got to
124.
124. I got to. Nice.
Yeah, and I do the real quick like taps to like get him to jump, but I'm just not.
I think
when I get around 50.
When I played it, the record overall was like 13,000 from somebody. So I'm like,
oh, dude, I think when I looked the other day, it was like 29.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
It's stupid.
No,
it's like Japan, you can have it.
Yeah, that's all you have.
But stuff like that, just like the little things, the little things you can do in the game. Like, again, not talking spoilers, but like just knowing that you can take an object and a seed and plant it, and that becomes something later on. You might have to wait, but or the missions that you do get sent on. Hey, go do this for me, and then you know what you're going to get in return, but it doesn't ever feel like monotonous. It doesn't ever feel like I have to go find power moves.
Right.
It just, you do.
Yep.
And everything is really cool. And there's so many subtle Easter eggs. When you die, and you lose coins, because you lose 10 coins of death, I think it is.
Right.
It's the sound of the ghost, the like boo. Yeah. When you pause and unpause the game, it's the green mushroom 1-up sound.
It's just lovingly crafted by Nintendo for Mario fans. Like this is the ultimate Mario treat.
I really want Dave to really dive into it, and I hope he's doing it tonight.
Yeah.
But I want Dave to dive into it because I really want to talk to him about it. I asked him like, "Hey, are you doing anything for this game?" Because I really want to be involved. I think it could be, and I want to really say this and mean it, so I'm gonna just put it out there. But I really think this could be one of those tentpole Mario games.
For sure.
Like you go back and you think original Mario,
yeah,
Mario 3,
yep,
Super Mario World,
yes, not the second one, not the second one,
Super Mario World, and then I mean, I guess you could say
it's a Galaxy.
I was gonna say RPG, but I don't know if that's really a tentpole game for everyone.
It's a different kind of Mario game.
Right. Some people will say Sunshine, but Sunshine's kind of
no.
Depends on the person, but I'm not a Sunshine guy. I'll play it. I actually like Sunshine. It's just not a tentpole game.
No.
But I think it's one of those tentpoles. So when you recognize this, I think it's going to be up there with the upper echelon Mario games. Yeah. It is absolutely fantastic.
For sure.
It is damn near masterpiece.
It's no secret that we love this game. So this is one that if you have a Switch, I mean, you're probably already playing this game if you have a Switch. It sold 2 million copies. And for damn good reason.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. So this game will come back up in our Game of the Year discussions for sure.
Yeah.
Now I dragged myself away from my Switch just so I could put some time into Assassin's Creed Origins. So I've put about, let's say, 10 hours into it, and I streamed some Monday. Where I just mainly just killed hippos. But, it's... So they took a couple of years off from the main games, and I kind of wish they would have done more with that time off. It feels like it's just another Assassin's Creed game, which is fine, but where I am now, it's not taking too many risks. It feels very by the numbers Assassin's Creed game, which again is fine. There's not too many of the Animus Abstergo stuff to get in the way, which is fine, 'cause I don't care about that shit.
Sure.
But it's a really cool setting, and Bayek is a really cool, interesting character. And you discover what turned him into a killing machine and what ruined his life to make him want to, seek his revenge and become the Magi that he is. And it's the world is very well realized. That I love just being in the desert and all of a sudden you see a sandstorm coming in, and just the look of the sandstorm coming in is fantastic. And they also do the Mario thing with the photo share mode. Take a quick photo and post it to their servers, and there's some really cool photos and some janky photos because there's a lot of AI jank in this game. Stuff just falling out from the sky, and ambient scorpions just flying by my face for no reason. I think there was I brought back a girl who had died in the desert. And then the next time you see her, she's lying, there's a cat on top of her in the cutscene. I'm like, get this cat away from this poor woman, game. God. And then it's just, there's some jank you got to get past, but I am enjoying my time with Origins. It's well done. It's well made. It's not my favorite Assassin's Creed game because that's still Black Flag, and I think Syndicate's still better than Origins. But I'm enjoying what I'm playing thus far. And there's the worlds of Egypt and Greece are really coming alive, and like I said, the characters are well realized. The story is interesting, so it's a good Assassin's Creed game, It's just another Assassin's Creed game.
Okay. So, just another Assassin's Creed game. That's not what I was hoping for.
Yeah, me either. I was hoping they take more chances, but that could be in the I mean, that could be down the road too. Like I said, I put 10 hours into it, so it's not a whole lot of time. I do like the gear system. I do like the whole, you're picking up loot and they have stats to them, and I really like that. It adds some new a new twist to the formula.
Okay.
The combat is a little more actiony, but still not great.
Okay.
But it is
It's
still
supposed to be more RPG.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is a little more RPG involved here.
Okay.
But it is still damn satisfying to assassinate somebody like from a rooftop
Oh, sure.
or from a hay bale and just I just got my hidden blade in the story, so I can just stab someone with my wrist, and that's always badass. So no, it's a good game. I enjoy it. It's a really good game.
Okay.
It's just if you like Assassin's Creed, this is a good game.
Okay.
So
Well, I didn't. I was going to pick it up. I didn't. Part of it was just because I keep getting told that you got to leave something for a gift later on. So I'm like, this might be one that I could get as a gift for the holidays. So
it's a good gift to have. It's a good game.
what are you playing it on?
Xbox. So
Okay.
I would love to see this running on a One X because it looks okay. It looks okay running on. I mean, it looks fine on my Xbox
Sure.
One. But I would love to see how this looks with 6 teraflops.
So, and we'll probably discuss this more next week, but I do have a Xbox One X pre-ordered,
Yes, you do.
and it says it's actually preparing shipment right now.
Ooh.
So I should have it next Tuesday, and I'm planning on doing a unboxing video or live stream, hopefully, like I did with the Switch, but
Yeah.
more professional now since I have the equipment. But it's supposed to, obviously, with the One X, it's supposed to look better even in 1080p.
Right.
I don't have a 4K monitor or 4K TV. Do you have 4K?
Nope.
Okay, so even seeing it in 1080p, I want to see what they have upgraded, like
Yeah,
how
yeah.
much better it looks. But because this is one of the supposed 70 games at launch, that Xbox is aiming to have, that's supposed to be upgraded, and I'm really excited to see that. So, like I said, I'll be in town next weekend.
I was saying
So,
next weekend is
have
the big Extra Life weekend over at
Yep.
my personal page, in which Dave and Justin will be a part of, and hopefully we'll get a sneak peek at the Xbox One X.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be in town Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I'll have the Foo Fighters concert on Friday night.
Right.
Hopefully not lose my voice. And then Saturday, preparing on just hanging out, and I'm going to bring in, whatever equipment we need, a couple controllers, and I'll probably have the One X with me I'll probably wrap that bad boy in some bubble wrap and bring it up, and we
Sure.
can try it out,
That'll be fun.
see what's going on. So
It will be a lot of fun.
yeah,
As far as the other big release of last weekend was Wolfenstein 2. It's been getting great reviews. It's been getting fantastic reviews.
yeah, and in all honesty, none of these games are getting bad reviews.
No.
So if you look on Metacritic or any other page, I kind of use Metacritic just when I'm looking at the overall.
Sure.
But when you look at that, all those games are like 84 and up, I think, or 83 and up, and Wolfenstein's in between Mario and Assassin's Creed. But Wolfenstein is kind of a game I didn't play the last one, so I'm kind of like, I don't really have ties to this one. But
See, I went back. I bought the first one, the recent first one again. It was $20 on Steam. So I was like, yeah,
Okay.
I figured I'd pick it up. So I have. So the Old Blood is like the standalone thing that came after Wolfenstein 1 came out. I had that on Steam. I think I got that. I think I got that free with my pre-purchase of Doom when that came out.
okay,
So I've had that. So I'm like, I should probably just get Wolfenstein 1 on Steam. So I spent $20
Okay.
and got it. So I want to play through that again because what I did play back on PS4, I really enjoyed. But I want to try it again on PC.
okay,
But because what I've seen of the second one is pretty badass. So I would love to get another shot at the Wolfenstein series because I loved 3D. Like, it's a seminal franchise. I know that was seminal.
right.
But yeah. Also, real quick, people should absolutely play the Mummy Demastered. So it is based off of the recent Mummy movie with Tom Cruise.
Oh, okay.
The game came out like a couple weeks ago, I think. It's on PC, Switch, PS4, Xbox One. It's a Metroidvania style game. It's actually pretty damn good from what I've been reading. So
Interesting.
people should play it. Also, checking the Steam page yesterday, the release on there that caught my eye called Mutant Football League.
Huh?
That game is now on Steam.
Nice.
$25 on Steam from the one of the guys who made Mutant League Football for Genesis. Worked on this game, got kickstarted, is now available on Steam to play. I think it's coming to consoles here before the year is up. So I saw that just pop up on Steam and went, I should probably play that. So once I get a paycheck, I'll check that game out.
All right.
I'm
Nice.
excited for that. But we are here in November 1st officially.
Yep.
So let's take a look at this month in gaming because we're going to get near the end here when we do our Q&A. So
Yes.
checking out games coming out this month that you should probably care about. Obviously, Call of Duty World War II is coming out this Friday, the 3rd on PC, PS4, Xbox One. Next week on the 7th, Neo NIOH comes out on PC. That game has been on PS4 for quite some time, but now is on PC the 7th.
Yep.
Along with Sonic Forces coming to PC, Switch, PS4, Xbox One. It's a 3D Sonic, so know that going in. Be prepared.
Yeah.
It's
not bad though. From the people that said they have tried it out in the games media, they said it's not bad. It's actually better than what we were expecting. So.
That's good because Sonic Mania was good. And also that day, Dave's favorite game, Super Lucky's Tale, comes out on PC and Xbox One.
November 7th.
Yep.
Same. Yep. That's the release date for the Xbox
The
One
Xbox
X.
One
Super-
X. So
Yep. So
check nerdbacon.com and Justin's stuff for an unboxing video of the Xbox One X.
yep.
The
I got
unboxing video.
The Scorpio edition.
Oh, yes, because you got Scorpio edition. Nice.
I did.
Because you have so much money. Could you donate some money to me?
I don't have so much money. This was my last hurrah to myself.
There you go. There you go. November 10th, we get Doom on the Switch. I thought I would never say those words, but the recent Doom, which I
on the Nintendo Switch.
freaking love, that recent Doom is coming to Switch. So you can take Doom on the go if you so choose.
You know what? I kind of want to double dip. I beat Doom.
Too.
I beat Doom on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I streamed it a little bit back when I didn't have the equipment. I just used the Kinect.
Damn, that game is good.
But it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good. Like, it took me a minute to adjust to the play style because, like, obviously it wants you to run around. It doesn't want you to be stationary. So, like, you have to get used to running around and getting health and killing people to gain health and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
It's
The
so good.
soundtrack is so good. Oh, man. If
I
you're
w-
into heavy metal or anything, that
soundtrack rips, dude. That soundtrack rips.
soundtrack's so
Oh my God,
good.
it's so good. I would hate to play on Joy-Con, though. That's probably a Pro Controller game or combine the Joy-Cons, not a single Joy-Con.
I don't even know if you'll be able to play single Joy-Con. I couldn't imagine that you would be able to, but handheld, I almost wonder how I'd feel playing it handheld.
Yeah, we'll see.
So,
Also, the 10th, we get Mario Party, the top 100 on 3DS. I assume like a best of collection on 3DS, which you said was kind of a swing and a miss because this should be a Switch game.
This should be a Switch game, and it's a bummer that's not. But if it was a Switch game, would I really pop in to get it right now?
No.
Probably not.
No.
So then again, I'm like, I think it's a swing and a miss though. They could have put this out. If they wanted to celebrate Mario Party, they could have put this out.
There will be a Mario Party for the Switch because they're going to take the stuff that 1-2 Switch did and integrate that into Mario Party games.
100%.
Yep. Also that day, Need for Speed Payback, which looks cool.
It looks very good. It looks like they're going back to kind of the roots of the Need for Speed series, especially the Underground series, which are some of the best Need for Speeds.
Yep.
And I'm going to hold off on this one at the exact upfront moment, but I'm going to keep a close eye on this one.
Yep, me as well.
Always love a good race.
There's so much stuff coming out right now that I need to pick and choose before we get to
and
Black Friday deals or
have to pick and choose.
And Doc Rock, I promise we'll get to your questions once we wrap up the monthly here. I promise we'll get to your questions. Next, the following week, the 14th, we get, according to Wikipedia, a new Harvest Moon game for PC. Harvest Moon Light of Hope is coming to PC November 14th. But I'm stoked for LA Noire getting a remastered edition coming to Switch, PS4, Xbox One. I love LA Noire. It is one of my favorite games. It's just the setting, the story, and it's Rockstar, so they can make it look good and make it play good. It's just it's an interesting take that Rockstar did it, and it's a new. I just love it, and it's gonna be $40 when it comes out. It's gonna have the DLC, Switch, 40, PS4, Xbox One. Love that game.
So $40 for PS4, Xbox One. It's actually $10 more on the Switch because the Switch is going to include all versions include the downloadable content, but the Switch has some sort of console-specific features, and it'll feature gyroscopic, gesture-based controls and HD rumble, as well as the new wide and over-the-shoulder camera angles, plus contextual touchscreen controls for the portable detective work.
Interesting.
Whatever that. Yep. That's just a lot of tech stuff that says if you buy the Switch version, you get a little extra neat modes that probably don't matter to you.
Right. I think I'll end up getting on either PS4 or Xbox One, probably Xbox to get achievements.
This will be the very first time I play this game.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved it. Also, coming out the 14th, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 for the PC, Switch, PS4, Xbox One.
I have the first one. I don't think I ever beat it, but cool if you just want some mindless fun.
I got it on PC. It's a Lego game. Also, a big get for Switch. Rocket League is coming to Switch.
Yes. So
finally.
The 14th is when Star Wars Battlefront, I think, is early release. Did we say that already?
Yes.
So Star Wars Battlefront, but on the flip side, I know I'm double dipping on Rocket League because I've got Rocket League right now anyway, so I'm getting it again because why wouldn't I want to take Rocket League on the go?
Sure.
In my Switch.
Yeah.
It seems like a perfect fit. And so I'm getting Rocket League. I support that team 100%. I'm going to play as the Luigi car, most likely, up front. So whatever.
I'll be triple dipping things. I got it on Steam and PS4, and then I'll get it for Switch as well.
Yeah, I'm somewhat debating on getting on PS4. I just don't know if I have any friends that play it on PS4. I know I have some on Xbox.
The 17th, we get Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for 3DS.
Yep.
Elder Scrolls V Skyrim for Switch.
Okay. If you want to quadruple dip on this game, for anybody that's got it, because you probably bought it 17 times.
Probably. I'm going to stick to my enhanced edition for PC and call it good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Though the idea of Skyrim on the go seems neat, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's like Zelda on the go. Who doesn't want that?
Yeah. Of course, Sims 4, PS4, Xbox One, and all the expansions.
Yep.
But obviously the show stealer, Star Wars Battlefront 2, officially for everybody comes out the 17th. PC,
Again,
PS4, Xbox One.
A Friday release date.
It's more and more of a thing.
It's a thing. We'll have to discuss this when we get Big Dave back and talk with him about this, because a Friday release date, I like that discussion.
Yep. 28th, we get Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 for the Switch.
Yep.
And well as right now TBD, but sometime late November we get the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp for Android and iOS.
Right. Yep.
Available now in Australia, or if you want to make an Australian Apple account, but just wait until end of this month and get it on the Apple Store, which I will do.
Yep.
Okay, that's what's coming out this month. Justin, we should take this thing home before we get to our Q&A here. We're getting kind of long here in the tooth.
Let's wrap it up.
It's a big week of video game news, and coming off of the biggest day of the year in gaming with Mario and Assassin's Creed and Wolfenstein come out the same day. It's a good time to be a gamer right now.
Yeah, 2017 might go down as one of the best, if not the best year in gaming. We'll have to go back and do a little looking at that as well, but this is a very good game if you're a good year if you're a gamer. It doesn't matter what platform, because there's stuff coming out all over the place.
Yep. So by this time next week, Justin will be a Xbox One X owner. So we'll get some thoughts about what he thinks on the newest console with all the teraflops.
With all the I have all the teraflops. They're sending them all to me.
Yep, and
all
we're gonna. And we'll have Dave back as well, and get his thoughts on his thoughts on Mario, because I'm sure he's playing it right now and has us in the background, not paying attention to us, like as per usual, not paying attention to us. Love you, Dave. But if you're in the chat here, hang out, and we'll take the show down for a second, come back for about 10 to 15 minutes of Q&A.
Yeah.
But until next time, thank you all for checking out the show. Don't forget to follow the Nerd Bacon Twitch channel, the Jefferoth Twitch channel, the Level Up Justin Twitch channel. Follow us on Twitter for all the newest stuff in video games and professional wrestling. So hang on, we'll be back. Wow, this is tough. Be back for about 10 to 15 minutes of questions. So hang on out. But until then, we'll see you next time.
Thanks so much.
All right, let's get to some questions, because
all right.
What are you feeling there, Justin? What are you getting for questions?
Well, let's see. Doc Rock kind of started off a little early.
Way to go. We have a time and a place.
We have a time and a place, damn it. Now, how many teraflops is too many teraflops?
7, apparently.
Yeah, I would imagine 7. Or 6.1.
There you go.
Obviously, 6 is what we got.
Yeah.
Until another system comes out and says, "Oh, hey, we put 8."
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. All of the teraflops.
Right. All of them is too much.
Yep. Let's see. Doc Rock says, "I'm getting my niece a second WWE Diva doll." By the way, they're not divas anymore. Doc Rock, stop it.
What is that? What they're called? What the product is called though? Because they're like Barbie dolls, I think. So.
I think so. I'm just giving her crap.
Way to go.
She's already getting Becky Lynch. So who's the best or second?
I think you would. I told her to get Becky. I think you would say Sasha.
Sasha would probably be this next one to get. I mean, I'm an Alexa Bliss fan through and through.
Sure.
If they have her, I would say Alexa Bliss, but Sasha or Alexa if they have them.
Yep.
It probably wouldn't. The younger girls, if they're wrestling fans, would be into she probably would like Bayley.
Sure. Yep.
So.
You can't really go wrong.
No, because you go Charlotte if they have it, and you'd be fine. So. When are we getting the Nerd Bacon Sims night?
And make us as Sims?
Well, that's a good question, and I don't know that I have an answer.
Yeah, don't know.
I do know that we want to get Dave and Jeff up to where I live, which isn't that far, and me there more often to do some things together. So we'll have to figure that one out. Yeah, I don't know if Dave plays Sims.
Yeah, we'll make Lauren play Sims.
Okay, yeah, maybe we'll make Lauren play Sims, and then Lauren will make us. Maybe Lauren's gonna make us in the game.
And she just kills us off, right? She just puts us in the corner and kills us.
Yeah, she's gonna put us in a room with no windows or doors.
Yeah, thanks.
Harvest Moon. Let's see, Story of Seasons is greater than Harvest Moon or better than Harvest Moon, aka OG Harvest Moon. Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm not a Harvest Moon guy. I can't help you there.
I don't know. I would say at this point, sure.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
Any 3DS game suggestions? I don't own a 3DS, but
I want to see more Phoenix Wright. No, I want to see Trauma Center. Give me a Trauma Center 3D game. Man, I would love that. I'd love Trauma Center.
Are you wanting game suggestions to play now, or games that we want
to see? I don't know. Like, my 3DS right now is all Samus Returns. It's all Metroid right now. The Samus Returns on my 3DS.
So I don't have a 3DS, but I'd say if Doc Croc, if you're asking for what game suggestions to play, then the Samus, to play now. Okay. So she wants to know what to play now. I'd say Samus Returns.
It's an easy call. Samus Returns, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
Okay. Any Zelda games out there that you would recommend?
Yeah, Link Between Worlds is badass.
There you go.
Excuse me.
There's 3 right there. That's enough to break your wallet and your life.
P-Cross 3D Round 2. There's that. Love that game. That is talk about addicting.
If you got a Switch, which is also portable and handheld, you can just get Golf Story. Stardew Valley.
Or that they put a P-Cross game out for Switch recently. So it's not a 3D game, but it's a P-Cross game.
Zelda is better or greater than or better than Skyrim.
Yes, Zelda is better than Skyrim. Yes.
That's fact.
Yes,
sure.
I mean that's.
If I was Dwight Schrute, I'd say that's fact.
Like the Zelda franchise is better than one game. Yes. That's how it works.
Or if you're comparing Skyrim to Breath of the Wild, I'd still say yes.
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild's a better game.
Favorite?
Not to crap on Skyrim. Like Skyrim is a good game.
No.
There's a reason why it's being ported to everything. It's a good game.
That's the reason why Skyrim's like everywhere.
Yeah.
Favorite or least favorite Skyrim ports, even non-existent ones.
Well, the one on my toaster sucks. One on my Apple Watch is not great.
Yeah, I don't like to play on my Apple Watch. The screen's freaking small.
It's like a Tiger handheld thing. Sucks.
I don't know. I'd be interested to see what the Switch version's going to be.
I mean, look, PC for those games, PC is the way to go, and the enhanced edition is the best version of Skyrim.
All right. Favorite Sims skill. God.
I have played Sims 4 for maybe 10 to 15 hours when it came out, and that was about a year ago. Gone from my memory.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you as far as skill. Just I remember playing it with an ex-girlfriend for a little bit and was like, okay, I'm good. Where's Ruts at anyway?
Yeah, where's Conqueso? He should be here. He's always here for this stuff. He's finding my championship belt, so that's what he's doing. He's finding my IC championship belt that he's going to give me, and he's my best friend.
Did you win this IC belt?
No, he's just got it because he just has this. He doesn't want it, so I said, "Freaking give it to me, dude." So hopefully he's a man of his word.
We should have a Nerd Bacon World Champion.
There you go. We can make our own belt, and then
yeah.
So subscribe to this channel to help us make a Nerd Bacon Champion belt.
We make our own belt, and then we play games against each other.
A level up Lariat belt, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. Let's see. She said, "Wait, has Ruts replaced me?"
Are you giving me an IC championship belt? I didn't think so. But you're all my friends. You're all my bestest of friends.
Well, maybe, Doc Croc, I don't know. I would like to meet some of these people that I haven't gotten to meet yet because I'm not in Des Moines. I'm closer.
Well, neither are they. I mean, she's out in Jersey and Conqueso's in California, so.
But hopefully sometime we can meet. I can get to know them and meet them a little better. So.
I think she had asked as well what we're playing for Extra Life. So I think the plan is that
up there further, Extra Life for your Extra Life, because I'm not technically this year. I'm not doing Extra Life.
Well,
on my own.
You're part of my team basically.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, what I have going on is Saturday the 11th is consoles. So we're gonna have, it's mainly gonna be, I mean, For sure, we'll touch the Xbox One X since we'll have that. Hopefully, I mean that's an option. We'll have it there. We'll play some One X stuff and see how stuff looks on it. But it's kind of a free for all. Like I've got, I mean, PS1 will happen, PS2 will happen, Dreamcast will happen, Saturn will happen. Like it's all Genesis, SNES. Like it's all there. We'll have it. We're just a couple cord switches away from making stuff happen. So
the only thing I told Jeff here is I just requested some Mario Kart section. So
there's Conqueso finally.
Oh, there's Conqueso. Me personally, I just want some Mario Kart action so we can we know it's going to be fun. I have no idea, when that'll happen. I don't know if drinks will be involved. Who knows? But at that point, Mario Kart should be played.
Yeah, we'll do some we'll do some Mario Kart for sure. Maybe we'll get some arms going.
I could bring Fusion Frenzy.
We probably should. And see how it looks on the One X. We should probably do that. Yeah.
I do own it.
Yeah, we'll do throwbacks and we'll do some new stuff too. So and then Sunday for me is PC games. Play a lot of Hearthstone. We'll get Ryan on and play some Hearthstone. It's a bummer that Battlefront is like days after that. 'Cause I could do a whole day of Battlefront 2, but
I know David talked when we talked about like some games that I was going to stream. He talked about playing some Halo 5. So depending on, because I had said like we still got to work out some kinks like on equipment. If I need, and if I need whatever equipment I can bring, because I don't have it's not like I don't have big stuff, but I could always bring Halo 5 too. So.
Sure. Pokemon trading card game night, maybe. What I really want us to do is that you, me, and Dave all get a copy of Tabletop Simulator on PC, so we can play board games through Tabletop Simulator.
Yep,
it'd be fun. Yeah, World Series happening right now. 5-0 Astros.
I actually was going to mention on the end of the podcast, but like sports has like a weird, other than pro wrestling that we talk about, like sports has a weird like way to fit into our podcast. So I did want to mention that the Astros actually jumped into a fight, like an early lead in the first inning on Yu Darvish, and he's already been pulled, and Clayton Kershaw is in the game.
Yeah, so and Springer hit a home run, so I think the Astros are rolling right now. So we'll see. Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens here.
So we'll got some kinks for Extra Life next weekend. Like I said, Friday, I'm booked Friday. I'm going to the Foo Fighters concert. That's been a long time coming. But Saturday, what time are you starting Central Time?
It'll be 8 to 8 Central Standard Time. And if we run over, we run over. Like we're not bound by anything. If we go 26 hours, fine, it happens.
So the plan is for me to be a part of it for a while. Obviously, same with Dave, and then kind of like I said, we're gonna kind of work out some kinks. I'll obviously have my 1X. I can always bring my extra mic if needed. I got equipment I can bring, monitor, whatever else, and then
we got some planning to do, and I know a lot of people are streaming this weekend because this weekend is the designated weekend to play for Extra Life, but I can't because Saturday I'm busy that night with my seasonal gig. It's opening night for the basketball team, and I'm kind of important. So
he's a needed man.
I'm a busy wanted man. So that's why I'm doing it the weekend after.
I'll be at Iowa versus Ohio State.
Yeah, you'll watch the Hawkeyes get our butts kicked probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, daylight savings time's coming up as well, so we may go the extra hour just for daylight savings time.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yep. Star basketball player.
Yes.
And Andrew Wiggins is a stud, dude. And this is me. I'm now a Timberwolves fan.
He was referring to you. Are you a star basketball player?
I'm the biggest name on the court for sure.
Yes. Just say yes.
Yeah. Yep. Big deal. Justin, what do you have coming up on the stream this week or weekend? What do you got coming up?
So, to be completely honest with you, I don't have anything set in stone. A lot of that reason being is my plans really went out the window when Super Mario Odyssey came out.
Yeah.
I planned on playing a lot of Dead by Daylight during the All Hallows Eve event. So Freddy Krueger is out on PC. I have it for Xbox. The map and some of the other stuff is out, but the Kruger himself is not out. So I'm waiting to see if he comes out, and like, rumor is it's this weekend, and then I'll probably play a little bit of that. I do have the code to be able to stream on the Nerd Bacon channel finally. But,
thanks, Dave.
Yeah, it took a little bit.
Slack, you're on vacation.
Yeah, right. I tried to stream the one night, and I had to do it through my own page, so I just was hosted on the other page. But really, just gonna probably some Super Mario Odyssey in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I actually, at this point, we'll talk with you, and then we'll gear up for the next weekend and see what's going on.
Like next weekend, we're gonna be huge. So we're gonna be huge. If you're watching, head on to huge. It's extralife.org/participant/Jeff Roth. It's on my Twitch channel. You can go there and donate and get a head start to donate to Extra Life there, to the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Of course, we'll be streaming all weekend next weekend to support that, and Justin will be there, and Dave will be there, and some other guests I'm talking to will be there as well. So it'll be a party all weekend, and we'll be drinking. So
Doc Rock says, this is going to be an exciting month? ? Should be.
Yeah, I mean, not as exciting as October was, mainly because there's really one big game coming out this month, and it's Star Wars Battlefront. At least for me, that's kind of the big one.
For the three of us, Star Wars Battlefront, obviously Call of Duty is going to be the big seller. I think Star Wars will obviously sell really well too, but this month won't be as big as, I think we'll, obviously I'm going to play Rocket League on my Switch. I'm going to finish Mario at some point, which I probably will continue on the next few days. I should stream Mario. I really should. And then at some point I'm going to stream Mario Kart on the Nerd Bacon channel. Me against people from Japan, because they get stupid to come.
It'll be an exciting month for the Nerd Bacon people. Because I know we're all going to start posting on the site and doing streaming and adding the YouTube stuff. So it'll be an exciting month for Nerd Bacon, because we're all going to be putting our input in, and content will come flying out our asses. So. Oh,
and I mean, I even have those old Xbox games I need to. I'm gonna throw up there and try to stream as well. Some Crimson Skies.
Yep, I'm gonna rank some more fighting games this month. I need to get back on that because I've been slacking on that. So.
I just started doing a review for Cuphead. That's gonna be coming soon.
I'm putting together my Gran Turismo Sport review. I needed to put my time into Mario because oh my god, Mario. So.
Yeah,
I want to do tabletop so bad, dude. Like, there's some really cool stuff on Tabletop Simulator that I want to play with people, and I just need to get it. I just need to get the game. It's $20. I may. There's a lot of good stuff coming out. And the Facebook page popped thanks to Justin, our social media guy. Got the Facebook page to pop. So
trying. I'm gonna be more active with the Twitter as well. I know, like, I got some of the information for the Facebook and the Twitter. I'm gonna be trying to get those more active. It sounds like I'm going to be kind of not necessarily the only one that posts, but I'll be like kind of a little more in charge of those kind of things. So I'm going to try to get the Twitter to be a lot more active, and I may even, just for giggles, create an Instagram page for that. So going to try to reach out social media wise and just kind of continue to build the Nerd Bacon brand. So
I would love to do a Cards Against Humanity. We have to get this Tabletop Simulator and play some Cards Against Humanity, or there's a Fire Pro Wrestling card game that I want us to play that I watched.
Nice.
So
it probably won't be something that's like too hard on my PC. So
it's a low key performance game goes. But it'll be a big month for Nerd Bacon, because then we'll get geared up for Game of the Year discussions, and we'll have a very long podcast talking about Game of the Year in December, obviously. So.
Yeah, we have PSX in December, and then we have the Game of the Year, which will probably be towards middle or end of December, probably more middle, just because of the fact of like the holidays in there. We don't want to like take up too many people's time, but you gotta think, like, we've got a long ways till then, because there's a lot of cool games coming out until then. Yeah, there are games I want to get playing too. So let's take this thing home. Any final words, Justin, for this episode of the podcast? Again, follow me at Level Up Justin on Twitch. Follow me on Level Up Justin. If you want to go to the Xbox, I'm Level Up Justin on there. I don't care if you add me; it's not a big deal there.
I don't care.
Follow me. I'm Level Up Justin on Instagram. Level Up Justin It's kind of just what I'm going with. And just remember that as you're doing this, you're just supporting us. Like we're gonna build this brand for the people that are in the chat who are part of this. Continue to help us build, and help me along the way, help Jeff along the way, help Dave, because we're just getting started, and I think this is gonna be something that's gonna really take off in 2018. So
right, I mean,
remember to follow, remember to subscribe, do what you need to do, and stay tuned because we got a lot of cool content planned.
Like our end game here, we want this to be our full-time job. Is that we want this to be what we do for a living. So
100%.
And obviously we had to balance real life with this because we had to pay our bills.
Yes.
So but the end game is,
I would love to do this versus what my desk job every day.
Yeah, have us go to TwitchCon, have us go to PAX, have us go to Evo, have us go to we want to be out there. So
2018, the year of the bacon.
Yep, exactly. It's just
like
starting, so strap in, people.
All right. What about you? Anything you want
to? Thanks for the support, for everybody. Thanks to the Nerd Bacon community for welcoming us with open arms, because we could have been the outside invaders that kind of just came in and just said, "This is our shit now." No, you guys have been very nice to us and treat us very well, so we really appreciate it. And big thanks to Dave for letting us invade. So, just keep supporting us on our personal pages, and we'll do more stuff together here at Nerd Bacon. So, thanks, guys. We will see you guys next week, or if Justin and I will be streaming throughout the week as well. So follow our Twitch channels there, because we're there a lot. So
yes, yep, we're gonna be streaming personal pages and doing more with the Nerd Bacon page. So stay tuned and don't forget to follow and subscribe.
Yep. So we'll take her home for the evening. Have a good rest of the evening, y'all. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks.